Fuck.
So, here we are. You guys made your way into the courtyard here. And there's a big training pit area almost here. You see dummies on the side that people have been using to beat up. Everyone's kind of broken off into a small grouping. You don't know if they've been assigned grouping or they just kind of all arrived together, but you do know the Djinn Hunters usually try to find people in groups. Mm-hmm. It's just easier to work that way.
Right. The first thing I do is I look for Sarah Dovox.
She's not in the courtyard.
Okay.
So you guys make your way in, and actually you can all make perception checks.
I hate this game.
15.
15.
18. 12.
12.
You rolled your d4?
Yes.
Everyone 15 and up notices
That sucks.
the human in the middle there look at you for when you walk in and then kind of nudge his buddies and whisper something in the ear, and then they all sort of share a big laugh. And they're kind of like joking with each other and pushing each other around. And finally, this big motherfucker over here, the Goliath,
His class, motherfucker.
steps up and he goes, "Oi! What's that half thing gonna do here?"
Did he just call me a half thing?
What?
Alright, when he doesn't understand you, we've got problems.
The little man! He's not gonna be a Djinn Hunter, is he?
I'm not that short.
Not you! Him!
Oh, I didn't
I
even
dare
notice
you
him.
to strike me.
I'm not gonna crush a little man in the choicest courtyard.
You can't?
Won't!
You can't.
Won't!
I'm saying that you can't, if you tried.
And I'm saying that I won't, tiny man.
Well, then try.
Your friend's got a big mouth on him.
Do it.
And he kind of looks at the human behind him, who's standing next to a dwarf, and he looks down at the dwarf and he goes, "Yeah." And the big guy goes, "Okay." And he turns around and he's gonna try and hit you.
Okay. As soon as he walks up to me, I'm gonna go.
He steps up.
Yep. And now I get to shift back,
Okay.
and I'm insubstantial.
Oh, all right. Well, he brings his. Well, he already stepped up. You already moved 2 spaces, so he brings his hand down and doesn't connect with anything, even with a good roll. And his hand just kind of slams on the ground. He goes, "What are you doing?"
I said you couldn't hit me.
You assumed you'd stand still.
Stupid guy.
Do you think the Djinn will let you hit them? You think you're gonna be a Djinn Hunter?
What type of mouth do you have on you, then? You want to go?
You're clearly not
I
the
whisper to my
smartest.
little owl. It's made of magic, so, and I'm like, all right, go, and the owl flies right at his face. So Alvin's already proved his dominance. I feel like I should throw my little 2 cents in there, but my 2 cents is actually an arcane owl, and I literally throw it in there at his face, and he doesn't understand what's happening to him because he's a big giant oaf. Reminds me of Bessie a little bit.
He's going to make a reflex check to try and grab it. Oh, yeah. No, it's good. He grabs it.
Well, he grabs magic air, and it
it's
just disperses,
All right, so he swats at it and it kind of just disperses.
and then it comes back on my shoulder.
Cute tricks. Let's.
So, let's just recap for a second. You couldn't hit the gnome. You can't catch a bird. What are you good for, really?
So we show up to the arena. We're about to do our tryouts. And then a Goliath with a real arrogant kind of accent comes up to us. Alvin kind of plays around with him. Can't even hit Alvin. Can't even hit a bird. Guy's an idiot.
So here I've introduced a couple of characters that are going to be really fun in the future. I've imagined that if you've ever played a Pokemon game, you know you get a rival. first it was Gary, now it's going to be these guys for our group. This is going to be the rival group of Djinn Hunters. And you can already tell they don't like each other. But then again, Frozen Cloak doesn't seem to like a lot of people. Right now, the human kind of steps up and he goes, Barunga, that's enough. And
Barunga?
Barunga is his name.
I say
he takes a step back. And he goes, come on, calm down. Let them have their fun with their magic. And he actually kind of turns and starts walking away with them. And in the distance, you can actually see Sarah Delvox. And Sarah Delvox makes her way down the stairs and into the room. She's accompanied by a dwarf who you met last time named Krigg, and another tall human male you don't recognize.
Okay. I'm very sad that I don't have my staff with me to impress her with, but...
Well, as we established earlier, your staff is not that impressive.
Oh, but it will be. I mean, my
Yes.
my new impressive staff.
Right. Right now, I would describe your staff at best as average.
I guess that's fair.
I suggest to the group we should move up closer to hear what she has to say.
Alright, you guys want to move up?
Yeah, I'm gonna intentionally walk in between the legs of the Goliath.
Okay. You scoot past him, and he kind of like steps backwards a little bit, like shocked. And you guys make your way to the front here.
Mm-hmm. Bessie, keep an eye on them.
Don't you worry.
And,
I'll feed them some slime stew.
I don't have much peripheral vision with this cloak here.
Sarah
And
Delvox
mask, but-
says, I'm glad you all made it.
I'll keep them occupied.
This looks like...
Spectral image. It's just an image of me dancing right here.
They're looking forward towards Sarah Delvox. They don't...
I thought they kept going that way. Well, then he's right in front of me.
I have a
Or right in
question.
front of them dancing.
Can the image tap dance?
Yeah,
So they
as
just
long as he
hear-
doesn't leave the square, he's fine.
The guy in front of him sort of kicks at the image, trying to make it disperse, but it still stays there. and just,
persistent little Irish
tormenting him.
It's completely silent, only because I'm making it silent.
Just river dancing away. In fact, some of these guys next to him start to notice. They're like, what the fuck? What is that? All right. And Sarah Delvox says, glad you all could make it. This appears to be everyone. You all seem to be in groups already, which is good because we don't have to split you up. You all seem fairly comfortable. What we are going to be doing today, we have not done before. Normally, in these tryouts, we will have some sort of contest or feats of strength, but today is going to be a little different. Today you'll be fighting Djinn.
Excuse me?
We've captured 4 Djinnlings, critters that are going to become Djinn as soon as they can. Obviously, you know how Djinnlings become Djinn.
Of course.
Nope.
Do you want to say of course and do a bluff check, or do you want to try a history check to see if you actually know?
Gonna go for that history check.
Okay. Everyone can do
Oh,
either a
okay.
bluff check to say yes, they know, or a history check to see if
It's a 13.
I will bluff.
you will bluff.
23.
All right, you successfully bluff. She believes you know a lot about Djinnlings and Djinn.
I don't. Please tell me how. I'm the only one that's curious here. Is how they become Djinn?
20 to remember him.
20 to remember.
13 to remember.
13 to remember. You don't remember. If you'd like to bluff, you can, but now it's going to be a -2 disadvantage because you're like, oh no, I forgot.
Oh, here goes that bad bluff.
I'm like, my bluff is like, yeah,
14.
of course I know, but
14
let's for the
good.
rest of them.
Oh,
14?
15.
15 is good. That's with -2?
No, 13.
That's not good. So she knows that you have no idea. She believes you have an idea. She knows you have no idea because you were honest. And you remember that the Djinnlings become Djinn by killing people and draining them of their mana or magical powers. Everybody has a small, or not small, but a portion of mana inside of them, and even if they can't tap into it and use it to fight or anything like that.
Like a life force type deal?
Yes, the Djinn feed on that. And by absorbing enough, they become a Djinnling. By absorbing enough, will become a Djinn. And Djinn, you don't want to deal with.
Okay.
So, do you want to raise your hand and say that out loud? Or do you want to just let...
Oh, I thought it was... I didn't know it was a question, but yeah, so I'll be like... I know.
Okay, and you reiterate what she said, and she's like...
Life force, drain, Djinn.
Yes.
Done.
Djinn Djinn.
And she goes, yes, that's why normally we don't do this, because Djinnling, while they are small, are still very deadly. But we assume that you will all be adequately able to handle yourselves. At that point, you see a man run down the stairs, right up behind her, and whisper something into her ear. And she goes, "What?
Oh no.
They've
When?
escaped, haven't they?
How long ago?" And they seem to be having a conversation.
I'm gonna try to listen,
Okay.
take a step closer, kind of thing, and like, what's going on?
All right. You can do a perception check.
Okay. And I get to add a d4 because my owl. So 12, 13.
13.
Not great.
You managed to overhear a little bit
Okay.
regarding they were actually stolen.
The Djinnlings.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna look at his face, and I'm just gonna say out loud, they've escaped, haven't they?
Sarah Deluxe turns and goes, "No, much worse.
They've turned into Djinn?
No, they've been stolen."
Oh.
Well, that's it for the competition, right?
No, we have to catch the person that took them and kill that and the Djinn.
Don't volunteer us.
I volunteer!
Djinn killing.
Well, this is why I'm here. I have to keep you men from getting yourselves killed. So
We're gonna need to send you. We're gonna need to send you for supplies, not to catch the Djinnlings, but we need you to go around town and collect a few different things. There's a spell our arcanists can cast in order to track the location of these Djinnlings, but unfortunately, it is fairly expensive. In order to get them as quick as possible, we'll send you each out on a different task. I need Brickle Root, pointing to this group, and she goes, your group, I need a half ounce of Asher's Root.
Asher's Root. I know of it.
Okay. I believe you'll require 5,000 gold. See the guards at the front gate, and they'll see that you're adequately paid.
Oh.
Bring it to us as soon as possible. And she goes around and she gives each group an item to go and grab. And then she goes, there's a bug on the page!
Go away, bug.
That was a spider.
Get out of here.
Dead spider.
Now it's dead.
Spiders aren't bugs.
Not only can I kill Djinn, but I can kill
Spiders as...
Spiderlings?
Very small spiders, very small Djinn.
That's right.
I see a comparison here. Foreshadowing.
She gives each group an item to grab, and they start dispersing. She goes, one more thing, in lieu of the Djinn not being here, consider this your first test. Bring these back as soon as possible, don't waste any time, and whatever you do, don't cause any trouble. We can't let anyone know that 4 Djinnlings maybe escaped into the city.
So all we have to do is get this Asher's Root and come back.
That's all you need to do. As fast as you can. I don't know where you'll be able to attain it. Perhaps an apothecary in town.
The apothecary does have it. He told me.
See them as soon as possible.
Will do.
So we need to go get these Djinnlings that we were supposed to fight and kill, possibly. And I have a strong feeling that we are going to end up fighting and killing them anyway. Usually how these things sort of play out.
As soon
I'm
as
gonna start leaving. As soon as they say as soon as possible, I'm gonna turn around and start walking out.
as soon as they turn around, I'm gonna take a couple steps forward and just be like, I have to say, for a Djinn Hunter, this seems really irresponsible to do.
She turns back to you and says, and I agree. I'll get to the bottom of this, but I need you to go out.
On our way. Let's go.
And
Gotta assert my dominance a little bit there. Yeah, she can kick my ass. What's up? But I can bluff her. That's the important part.
everybody leaves.
I'm off to a bad start. Yeah, of course I know what a Jinling does.
No, I don't.
Okay, so you guys make your way outside of the gates. You're back in town square. Some people have dispersed. It's later, a little later on in the day. It's been about a half hour or so. And you're free to go wherever you like.
All right, with that, I lead the way and say, "Come on, fellas, the apothecary is
Forgetting
this way.
something?
We need to get money from the knights. Go get that. You're close there."
Yeah. Get it.
Well, I guess I fooled the month before. We need 10,000 gold. 5,000 gold for a half ounce? I can outsmart that guard. Yeah, we need 10,000 gold for an ounce. Stupid guard.
10,000?
For Asher's root.
How much Asher's root?
1 ounce.
1 ounce? Alright. Shit. No, we have 10,000 gold here, and he takes it out, and he's like, I'm supposed to give you a city guard satchel, one with our insignia on it, but we don't have ones big enough to carry 10,000 gold. So here, take this regular one. And he gives you a big fucking sack full of gold.
Okay.
It's like,
Thanks.
While this is going on, I'm just gonna pull you
He's
aside.
aware.
You realize
He's been
we
given-
only need half an ounce, right?
Yeah,
I
he's been
realize we
given
need
the
to get
order.
this or else we're all going to die.
Very true.
I don't really feel comfortable about that, but as long as we put it to good use, then it's fine. Alvin's a sneaky little bastard, though. Let me tell you.
We need to go get the stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Can you carry this? It's a little heavy.
Carrying it with like a pinky. Let's go.
Alright, so you guys make your way over and into the apothecary. When you guys walk in, you are greeted to a storeroom filled with potions on the wall. You've obviously been in here before. There's all sorts of different stuff. Eye of Newt, Raven's Feather. You just start looking around, seeing a bunch of different stuff. No shopkeep to be seen, though.
I'll make my way to the front desk.
Okay.
And, is there a bell?
There is a bell.
Okay.
Who's Isabel?
Yeah,
I may have smashed it through the table.
Make a perception check.
Everybody or just him?
Just him.
15.
You see on the other side of the counter, you can't see anybody, but you do see, you can't see the floor, but you do see at the edge of the floor, there looks like a red pool of liquid.
Okay. I am going to make my way around. And
What are you
see
doing?
That is bad things.
When
You're
you,
doing bad things? Why? No.
When you make your way around the counter, you see the man you talked to earlier, Binks, on the floor. There's a knife in his chest,
Oh,
and
my.
he's surrounded by a pool of blood.
Oh, that guy's dead. No one's looking at the ashes route. Boys, the clerk's dead.
The cleric's dead?
Wait, shit. Hold on, I'm gonna go up to him.
Oh, the cleric's
Okay.
alive. He's right there.
Is
Clerk,
there anything I
clerk.
can do with my knowledge? See,
Well, you can try and heal check him.
yeah, I'm gonna give it a shot. 13.
You heal him, and it looks like if he were a living, breathing human, that he would feel better, but there's no reaction.
He's dead, Hector.
Is he human?
No, he is a small green goblin.
So the fortune teller told me that we were to be betrayed by a goblin sort of figure. And metagamingly, there's nothing I can do because Frozen Cloak knows about this goblin, but has not told me. So, the fuck.
What's the matter?
All this
Nothing.
is going on.
Just the fortune teller, I said trouble would happen and it would involve a small green goblin creature.
So this guy?
Yeah, we're on the right track here. We need to search this area immediately.
After that, did the fortune teller tell you anything else?
Nothing specific. Just that.
Grab the dagger.
Okay. Give me the dagger. Alright.
Now what are you doing with it?
Yeah, I'm gonna... Alright, I'm gonna take the bloody dagger and run outside. I need to go... I'm gonna go to the dagger and knife guy, and I have to see if there's one of his.
Alright, so you're gonna bring the bloody dagger outside.
I need to find out who did it. That's the way it works. I'm the police force here. That's it. I gotta find justice. So I take the dagger. My first thought is, I'm gonna go outside, and it's the guy who sells the daggers. It's gotta be him. It just makes sense that way, right? What I didn't realize that I was doing was waving a bloody dagger around my head like a madman. And I'm kind of...
Interesting.
I'm very frantic at this moment. I'm waving it around like
Some
a madman.
would say not thinking.
Some would say. Some would say.
All
not
right,
thinking.
you make your way outdoors.
Oh, is that Frozen Cloak going into the street with a bloody knife, waving it around like a maniac? Well, nothing can go wrong here. I'll be on my way, I suppose.
And as you go, as you go, you're gonna make a perception check where you are.
Okay. That's a crit.
You can hear 3 voices on the opposite side of the door. At least 3.
Ah, okay. I go turn to the others. Shh.
I'm gonna run to the
How
door.
many fingers do you have?
I have 5.
Okay.
I'm gonna run to
you.
the door to try and catch him,
Okay.
but I'm gonna assume that he has such a head start. He's
Yeah,
far away.
he's way gone.
So wherever he is, I'm gonna go down towards him. There's people in here,
Okay. All right.
and then come back out to where I am.
Frozen Cloak, you are gallivanting about town square with a bloody knife.
I'm going straight, like, my eyes are locked on this dagger guy. I'm running straight at him. Is this one of yours?
He takes a look at it. He goes, "Yeah, it is. It was stolen from my shop about an hour ago."
Well, I found it in the chest of the shop owner of the apothecary.
Murder!
No. When did I say that? How did you put that together?
He turns towards the guards and he starts screaming, "This guy killed the apothecary, guys! Murder!"
You don't even know their names.
He starts
You work
running-
20 feet away from them. You don't even know their names?
He starts running towards the guards, who turn and start making their way towards you.
Guards, come here. I have to tell you something. This is not...
The guards approach you. One of them puts his hand on his sheathed sword and like readies his shield, and he's like, "Is everything all right, citizen?"
There's no need for that. There's been a murder. Not by me. We found this in the chest of the apothecary shop owner. You can ask the guards over there. We just received money from them to go buy Asher's root for Sarah Del Vox.
So the guards were paying you off.
No. What? How,
You have to talk.
you
slow
have
to
selective
them.
hearing.
You have to
Sir.
talk slow to them. He's going to do an insight check on you to see if he believes
That's
you.
fine.
So Frozen Cloak just ran off with a bloody knife into public. He'll be fine.
And it doesn't make any sense. But if he killed someone, why would he come out here and show us all the murder weapon?
I assure you, if I was going to kill somebody, I have no need of this knife. I have my own weapon.
Whoa! Calm down with your weapon.
Showing you. Put it back. So, the guards come up to me, and I'm just like, well, this could end one of 2 ways. Both of which are not really particularly good for me. But, hey, he ends up believing me, because I look like a trustworthy person wearing a mask and a cloak.
Well, I did not expect Cloak to run through the middle of the Chisis streets with a bloody knife. But I don't expect a lot of things. Alright. We need to get some men over to the apothecary now.
Agreed. Come with me.
Him and his 2 friends follow along with you towards the apothecary.
Okay.
And you guys make it back. And they walk in and they go, "What's..."
As you all walk in, I'm like,
Oh, you're
and
letting
I'm
them know to
pointing.
be quiet?
There's someone over there.
Okay. Make another perception check while you're at the door.
Ooh, that is quite a bit. That is a 26.
26 is good enough that you hear a sudden lull in the conversation. Still talking though, and then all of a sudden you hear sort of clattering, and then you don't hear anything anymore.
Mm-hmm. They're getting away. And I break through the door.
Okay, you don't see anybody.
That's not good.
I'm going to go rushing in because he just broke down a door by himself.
Same.
You, both of you, neither of you see anybody. The guards kind of.
I point out the body, and I hand one of the guards the knife, and I come in, and
The guards start taking a look around. One of the guards comes in here with you.
okay.
And you're all in the room. There doesn't appear to be any doors or windows or anything like that, but there also doesn't appear to be anybody in here. Just looks like a storage room.
Are there rafters or a ceiling?
Nope. Regular old.
You said there were people in here.
I heard people. 3 of them. Speaking about something. Nobody's here. No windows. No way for them to go anywhere. Well, I guess we're done.
Well, there's no people in here now. What is all this nonsense?
Do you know of any trapdoors here?
I don't know of anything here. I'm a guard. I don't work here.
Can I look for one?
Sure.
What you say?
Let's go with dungeoneering.
Yes, I'm trained. 20.
20 is good enough. You know that there's a trapdoor about 5 feet from Bessie's front hooves.
Bessie. There.
Oh, there's a door over here. What's that, Alvin? There's a trapdoor right at my feet? I would have noticed that. Oh, would you look at that?
It's right there, guys. Right there.
All right.
Right in front of us.
I'll try to open it.
It appears to be latched from the other side. You can't pull it really at all.
Bessie, push.
Damn, it's... Oh, push? Push, right.
Duh, everyone knows that.
Nothing.
Forget it. Just break it.
Oh, all right. I pull out my full blade as long as 2 gnomes.
5 foot 10 inches.
That's damn straight. And I bring it down and try to splinter the wood.
Alright, make a melee basic attack.
Melee basic, 10 plus. That is a 20.
Yeah, you splinter the door to shreds. And it seems to kind of clatter down. There's a ladder in front of you that you can make your way down.
And I begin to make my way. We must hurry.
Alright, from the other room before you go, you all hear, "What is this?"
We must go quickly.
I agree for once.
You guys go. I'll deal with this. I'll meet you down there.
Sounds great. I don't want to deal with that.
There we go. Who's going down?
I'm going down.
All 3? Oh, Frozen Cloak staying by himself.
Yes.
He's got the guards.
He got the guards,
Yeah.
yes.
Alright, we're going to come back to you guys in a minute. Cloak, you make your way outside. And there is a very angry looking gnome. I'm sorry, not gnome, goblin.
Oh, they're always angry.
And the name of this apothecary is Babbles and Binks.
Right.
The man you found on the floor was Binks. This, you can only assume, would be Babble.
Babbles, I assume.
What is going on? What happened to Binksy?
We're trying to find out the same thing.
Who are you?
I am the Frozen Cloak.
What kind of stupid? My friend is dead.
And I sympathize dearly. I'm trying to find his killer, and I will hunt him down and kill him.
Yeah, me too. Well, you get out of my shop.
Problem with that is that the killer we believe is in your hidden room downstairs.
I don't have a hidden room downstairs.
Tell that to the trap door in the back.
There's no trap door.
Okay? Come with me.
Get out of my shop. He doesn't appear to want to move from the front. You see him put his hand around a little vial on the side of his pocket.
Sir, if you don't believe me, then I'll show you the trap door. I can't leave without finding. If you want me to find the killer, I have to go back there and find it. Yeah, I don't know what it is, so it's it. Sure.
Make a diplomacy check.
Okay. I'm slightly okay. Crit.
He takes his hand off the potion, and he just sort of sits there and sobs to himself, upset about his friend.
Oh boy, enemies! I'm sure they're upstanding gentlemen that can speak and I can communicate with to get information. Their tongues are off. Why can't we fight normal enemies?
I really like using a fortune teller in stories. I like using some sort of deity, or not deity, but some sort of mystical prognosticator who's going to tell them the future. It kind of gives you, as a DM, it kind of gives you a way to open stuff forward in the future. That might not easily be explained without someone who can see into the future or the will of the gods or something like that. And overall, it's just kind of fun to see, how people react to having someone who can do that sort of stuff.
I sympathize deeply, and if my friend really... Just ignore him. I turn to the guard next to me. Can you handle this?
Yeah, this is kind of our thing.
Seems like it. Anyway.
And that's how he does it.
Neck.